Alright guys, what's going on? We're back here working on the Ventura, and basically since we've picked this thing up, you guys have been dropping stuff down in the comments. Let me know what you want to see as far as a drivetrain in this thing. And today we are finally going to unveil what we're doing with this thing. LS swaps are expensive, small blocks are cheap, but these are free.
Don't do this. No. I gotta say, I could have called this one.
All right, now settle down. I know like 38 of you just freaked out, stood up, threw your remote across the room.
Damn you!
Take it easy. Yes, this is a 250 cubic inch straight six that we got for free. As you can see, this thing is 100% complete. Oil pan, carburetor, everything is here. Heater hoses are still on it. This is a 100% complete unit. Guy hit me up, said, hey, I've got a 6-cylinder. It's been sitting in my barn for 14 years, hasn't run. We went over, we picked that thing up, we dragged it home, and in like 37 seconds, had this thing running on the floor. Now relax, there's nothing to get worked up about here. I mean, this car came with a Chevy engine in it from the factory. The 307 that was installed in these things originally was a Chevy 307. It was not a Pontiac motor. It is gonna be so easy for us to just slam this 6-cylinder in it and get this thing to run and drive and move. The 3-speed that came in the car, we're gonna use that. This motor's already got a clutch pressure plate and flywheel. We can have this thing up and running in no time. And Christmas is right around the corner. I don't have a ton of finances to dump into this thing. If you know the other projects, most of our other projects are down or need parts right now. I'm not a huge YouTuber. I'm not making tons of money off of these videos or anything like that. So the budget's just not there to spend a bunch of money on a Pontiac motor. As much as I would love to make this thing Pontiac powered, the funds just aren't there right now. But at least by throwing this 6-cylinder in it, we don't have to cut anything up or alter anything to get this motor to fit. It's gonna slide right in there, and then we can have this thing running and driving while we continue to work on it. You know, maybe in the future down the road, slam that Pontiac motor in it like we, would ultimately like to. This one came out of a 67 or a 68 Camaro, and it's supposed to have low mileage on it. Based off of how clean this thing is inside, I believe it probably has low miles. It's got this like smog air pump on it, which is kind of neat. When I looked that up, it seemed like that's specific to California in 67 or 68. So maybe this motor's from California, but whatever. We're gonna remove all that stuff that we don't need anyway. One thing I really like about these 256 cylinders is these things run like so flawlessly. They always fire right up. They always run really, really well. It's just like a sewing machine, and they're just tried and true. They work great. This car was originally a 3-speed manual car, and we have the original transmission.
Trying to get it out without taking the crossmember out? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work.
2 seconds later.
Right?
I've never taken a transmission out this way.
I'd help you, but I'm filming. 3-speed Saginals never do really that well with a lot of power in front of them. So ultimately, when we go ahead and upgrade the drivetrain in this thing, we have to do the engine and transmission. Whereas with this 6-cylinder, we can use that 3-speed that we have, and we will never break it with that kind of power in front of it. The bottom line is, this is what we're doing. It's gonna get this car running, driving, moving. The brakes are bled, the fuel system's plumbed, rolls, steers, stops, but it's got no motor in it. So this will accomplish that, and it will do it for $0 invested. Everything we have here will work with this. Back when I got what we wound up making the run stand out of the junkyard, that already had these pedestal mounts for a 6-cylinder. So I've even got the motor mounts for this thing. This is the easiest, cheapest, quickest solution to make the Ventura run and drive. We got some stuff we gotta shuffle around. Mike's gonna come over a little bit later tonight, and we're gonna get this thing smashed in the car. So deal with it. I can't wait to see the comments on this. What, strapping the 6-cylinder? Yeah.
probably good. Yeah, we're gonna need more, probably more. We're gonna leave the door open.
Yeah. Be careful, don't wreck the one.
We need wrecking the wiring. Wreck it, I gotta put it back together. We gotta take those off.
We gotta take these off.
Okay.
You have to go on it.
Okay. Got it? Got it. I'm gonna put this one right back in it. Which one is what?
I don't know.
Because that one. I guess it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
They're both the same.
They're not. They're flipped.
Alright, well. Does that have to be in the front or the back?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. I'm not a Chevy guy. You should know this shit.
6-cylinder engine mounts. Chevy Nova.
Ooh.
We have it right. We have it right. Like that.
What's wrong with my impact?
I don't know. Get rid of that impact gun. Holy shit. Get an impact gun that works.
Here, I got it right now. I got to fix it. Here, go. Got it?
Alright. You're right. Alright, so the motor is in the car. We're just starting to go through wiring and stuff like that. 6 in a row, ready to tow. I think that's a Cummins thing, but you know, she'll get her done.
I know it runs.
We do know it runs, so we're not really concerned about that. Like 1,000,001 things to button up. Actually, there's not a whole lot. We have the wiring harness. I have a new throttle cable because this one somebody broke it. Did. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my god, heater hose. This is just too easy. Too easy.
It's almost going like an LS motor. Plug and play, right?
That's not plug and play. This will be pretty plug and play. Or should be pretty plug and play. Just gonna keep hammering away here. Where are we today, Mike?
Pine Grove.
Pine Grove. Beautiful Pine Grove, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Dean Klingers Auto and Recycling. And there's definitely autos and recycling. What do you need from here today there, Mr. Maintenance Mike?
Some duster parts.
It's cold if you can't tell by the frozen puddle. I've been asking to go to Pine Grove Junkyard for a million years. Mike waits for the coldest, windiest day of the year to be like, let's go to Pine Grove.
No gloves.
I have them in my pocket.
Do you really?
Yeah. They're women's gloves, but they should do the job.
And no glove, no glove. Look how swole these puppies are.
I'm not ashamed. Who's gonna see me? That Dodge Dakota over there? Oh, shit. The most notable part about this yard is that wall. The whole yard is lined with crushed, stacked vintage cars. Hey, did you see this thing, Mike? Big old Plymouth. Dude, can we use this trailer hitch?
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh, wow. It has way more trunk floor than I thought it would have.
Yeah, me too. Nah, never mind.
The wall is insane. I mean, there's good stuff in the wall. Like here, look at this thing. What, we got Le Mans? Damn. The wall has to literally be the craziest thing ever. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. So the whole reason we're here is because Mike needs to find duster parts. You guys haven't seen the duster in a hot minute, but Mike's still working on it. Slowly but surely. We just put a sender in the fuel tank for it last week or something. So, I mean, it's getting there. There's progress. What are you here for? Fill neck? Gas tank fill neck? Or whatever he just spotted in there. This is like a, still highly functioning junkyard. So, obviously, we're way in the back with the older stuff here. I mean, you can see out there, there's still tons and tons of, you know, later model stuff. But they've still got a bunch of old crap. Valiant in a tree over here. What'd you find? Good back seat? Where's the Novas? Ouch. What happened to that thing? Cold, cold, cold. Mike, up here. Yeah. Hello, beautiful. Where'd you go? Hey, it's got a fill neck in it. Come on. One with the car stacked on it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously. Slant 6, leaning tower of power. Look at him in there like Inspector Gadget. Yeah? Alright, you take it out. I'm gonna walk around. Old aluminum bed top like that is cool. Crew cab. Man, she's rotted. Somebody really needed them back doors. I'd imagine that they're probably pretty hard to find. Oh, crew cab, square body. Shit, it's got a better bench seat than mine does. The seat is the most blown out I've ever seen one. I'm sitting on a board over here, which is neat. Look how much better shape this bench seat is than mine, and it's got no doors on it or windshield. Here's more of that blown out seat. Oh yeah, beautiful. Wow, treasure. That's a duster right there. You want to see if it's got a fill neck in it?
It does.
Oh, it does. Get up there. Here's my Nova right there. 73 or 74. The wall has kind of a precarious lean to it. That is insane. Oh, that's a Nova top shelf. You know how many Novas in the past couple of years I've seen at junkyards like above 6 feet? I believe that at one time this was a Nova.
Yeah.
Bottom shelf gold piece here. Wow.
Right in front of you.
Camaro or a Firebird. Right here.
Right there.
Yep. There's a lot of Novas in these walls.
Nova right there.
This is a Nova right here, yeah. Wrapped itself around a tree or something. Also a Nova. You gotta remember, we're in, you know, the Rust Belt here. Oh, cool Jeep. Pacer!
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the wrecker is sweet. There's a Nova. That's a lot of Mavericks.
You think this guy likes Maverick?
I don't think I've ever seen this many Mavericks in one spot. Here's Novas. These are all Novas.
Wagon?
Yeah, I would really like the wagon. If I had this body style, like the shoebox Nova body style, I think it would have to be a wagon. You know, with the optional sunroof. Oh, this one was a hot rod, Mike. It's got the Rush stickers and stuff on it. This door says something about Pine Grove on it. Something in Pine Grove, PA. Look at the tree going through the bed. Dude, that's a really healthy tree. Oh, it ate the truck. There's an El Camino. I got hit really hard. Chevelle. Ouch, your mama. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I like it. Utility bed with like some sort of homemade crane thing on it.
I think it's like a ladder.
You might have to come back to this one.
What?
I need that mirror. Rig. All right, it's missing the mirror. All right, we can't have everything. We'll get a new one of them.
Well, take it off now.
Well, I don't want to take it off right now. My hands hurt. My hands are cold. Dude, this one had custom painting. The panel truck had some custom paint job. This is why you got to bring Mike to the junkyard with you. If you let him know you're interested in something, but walk away from it like you don't want it or need it, he'll take it off for you. Because he just can't control his urges. That's cool.
Give me a fun.
Don't tell me what to do. The big one? Roll the window down. These things are cool. Big giant cab lights on it. Oh, baby. Yikes. That's rotted in all the bad spots. That whole front frame rail's cooked. Oh, first over, thank God. We're going home empty-handed. Yikes. Dude, the whole bottom of the door separated. Yikes. This would be a good stock car body.
You got wiring harness in it?
No wiring harness, no anything. This one wasn't even on fire. That's what makes the 70s so impressive is like, that's sat in a junkyard just as long as this did. And look at the difference between that car and this car. And this car has doors on it. Mine didn't have doors on it.
And the same weather too, you know?
They're not even that far apart. They're within like an hour of each other. Come over here and look at this. The window literally fell out of the bottom of the car. The rear quarter glass is literally laying in the dirt. It fell out of the quarter panel.
That's some quality glass there.
That's probably still good. Four-door flame. Wiring harness?
No.
I mean, there is.
There is one there, but...
Get the tools. Get the tools, Mike. Maintenance Mike, get it.
Everybody can see he's trying to grow a mustache.
Hey, puberty's just starting to hit. 27 years old, it's finally coming.
He's getting there. Crystal clear, there's your wiring harness. Definitely V8 car. Yeah, look where the coil is.
Yeah. That thing is hammered. And we got this unit. That's a 6-cylinder car with a wiring harness. Oh, but this, I think somebody stole the engine one, or did they steal the light one? I don't know. We got to move the hood. We might need parts out of this. Old Maverick over here. Now you know why he's into Maverick so much.
He said there was more.
Klingers Auto Parts and Recycling. Pretty neat place.
It is pretty neat place.
We did all right.
We did good.
Got some of the parts we were missing for the Ventura. So we can fire up the engine in that thing now. Maybe. Mike wouldn't let me use the V8 wiring harness. I wanted to chop it up and make it work. And he said, I won't be your friend anymore. So we actually found a 6-cylinder wiring harness that looks like it's good enough that it might work. We'll go home and find out. Maybe we'll be able to start the car with the battery, my battery that Mike's been driving around with.
Starting route to 20.
All right, so we just got back from the junkyard and we did pretty darn good. We scored a whole bunch of good stuff. So like I was saying before, Mike talked me out of using the V8 harness. So I've already removed that from the car. Everything here is buttoned up. The transmission shifter linkage, the clutch linkage, all that stuff is hooked up and ready to go. Got the heater hoses hooked up. I put an oil pressure gauge in it, temp gauge. I mean, this thing is pretty darn close. One of our finds at the junkyard was a 6-cylinder manual transmission wiring harness. Some radiator hoses, because they're always good to use used 50-year-old ones. Some throttle cables. I already got one on here. As long as this wiring harness is going to work, which we're about to find out, we should be ready to rock. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, we just what these two wires did.
Oh yeah, there's 2 cut wires on our harness, so. But that's not bad. There's more. There's like out of 30 wires to only have 2. That's pretty good odds.
Yeah.
So All right, we'll check back in a little bit here once we start to get this wired up and maybe fire up the Ventura tonight.
To be determined. As soon as Mike stops playing around over there, we can touch.
Christmas time of year.
That's enough. That's enough from you. Stick your finger in that. Tell me if it works. All right, ready? No. Just hold on. Stand by and look for flames. Ready? The key is on, I think. Okay, now take the key out. Okay. What's clicking? Yeah, I still hear that solenoid clicking like crazy. There's still lots of clicking. Are you f***ing with anything? It's the horn solenoid going crazy.
Hey.
Oh, it's all based on you touching it?
Yeah.
How the heck does that make sense?
Probably something broken inside the steering wheel. I read that the steering wheel is probably you're grounded into the steering wheel too.
The clicking is super annoying. Nobody look at the steering wheel.
Okay. Well, it cranks right over.
Yeah, it does.
We need gasolinas.
Gasolinas.
It ain't got no gas in it. Yep.
You gotta tilt it more.
I can't tilt it more. It's gonna go out of the tank.
Is it out of the tank?
Not yet. Whoa, too fast. Whoa, so fast. Too fast. Go stop.
I don't understand what your problem is.
You're coming out the side. What? You're going too fast in here and it's clogging up. It's not going down fast
You're
enough.
just not good enough for this. Going? With a whistle?
No, it's not going. It's all over the floor. Alright, stop!
Why are you scared?
Dude, you stop it. You're overflowing it again. You're going too fast. Maybe we like to buy a funnel or a siphoning tube or,
Oh, yeah. Trip a little on everything so it all burns to the ground.
Gas pedal work?
Does it? Yeah.
Alright.
We got oil pressure! 30 or 40 pounds, somewhere in between there.
Alright, put it here. Alright.
Jesus.
Wait. No, what are we doing here? What's smoking?
The engine?
Yeah, it's just...
We don't have a gasket in it, so it's probably oil. It's just the exhaust. I mean, this thing sat forever.
Well, yeah.
14 years of just sitting around. Dude, that was unbelievable.
That was
I mean, it didn't even... It pulled fuel immediately.
Yeah. Carburetor's nothing leaking. Nothing smoking. Nothing catching on fire.
It is like spitting and popping a little bit. One thing I did notice when we were running around setting stuff up is that this had a cut line on it. I just put the cap on it so there wasn't a giant vacuum leak.
It's gotta go to the carburetor.
It's got to come all the way up to the carb, which already has a cap on it. So I don't really know 100% what was going on with that.
We should have checked for charging, but we can do that later.
We can do all that later. Cooling system burp, cooling system leak fixed, the oil leaks fixed, oil
Got the
change.
wiring up.
Did the brakes stop the rear wheels? When
Yeah.
I hit 'em?
Yeah. Tighten up the wires a little bit better. Put the fenders on.
Yeah, we can reharness all the
to wire stuff. Sounds good to me. Everything inside's working right. You have to clutch pedal it to start it. It will not. I popped it in the neutral and tried to start it, and it won't. You have to have the clutch pedal down. Throttle cable's working. Hopefully if we get the vacuum line run to the distributor to the bottom of the carb, but it runs. It almost drives. Mm-hmm. All right, that's it for tonight. Next time you see the car, she'll be doing a hot lap around the neighborhood. And then we got to finish body work. Alright, let's see if it'll do it. It's moving. Brakes are stopping. It sounds like a ugly race car. Holy crap, this thing's running and driving for the first time in 40 years. 40 years. With no front end on it. It's got second gear. I feel pretty good about this. Turn this thing around. I don't want to go too far. With our lack of body work, go to jail. And no exhaust system. Gotta get an exhaust for this thing, but it's good. 40 years. It's pretty good.
That thing's smoking a lot.
Well, it's leaking a little bit of oil. That's why.
Mm.
Still waiting for that valve cover gasket.
Our neighbor probably loves you.
It's not that loud, is it?
It's pretty loud.
Is it? Well, we're gonna get an exhaust for this one. Alright guys, well as you can see, the 6-cylinder in the Ventura is running, it is driving, it is stopping, shifting, running off of its own fuel system. The heater and stuff is working. Virtually everything is working. First time in 40 years driving under its own power. So now we got to go ahead and finish up the body work, paint, fiasco, fix, do a little bit of general maintenance to the 6-cylinder. Get an exhaust on it, and we should be ready to rip. So that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. In the next video, we'll be finishing the body work, and we will see you next time.